making the trip. I understand there's a lot of traffic in the morning, and things tend to get crazier. So I come from Bangalore, so used to the traffic snarls, but good to see a packed house. So thank you so much for coming. So my name is Ajit. I manage SMB growth marketing for Salesforce India, right? Quickly, so a quick disclaimer. So we are a public traded company. Please take buying decisions based on the products available in the market. Our presentation may contain features and products that may not have been released yet. So everybody ready for a quiz? Quick quiz, yeah, just to wake everyone up. I hope that's fine, right? So just to make it more lively, we have some gifts and swags that we are giving away. So Shifali, Gurleen, if you can just help out with that. So quick question, right? If anybody, what does Salesforce do? Anyone? Yes.
So it's a CRM basically. We being the user of.
You're already a customer. Okay.
I'm already a user. So this is a CRM wherein we can handle some the database of the customers with respect to the end user and the selected set of partners.
Correct.
Yeah, we have some opportunities and the follow-up related to a single account or opportunity.
Right.
So this is how we go using
CRM is one, yes. Any other answer? That's it?
So this is what is more
You're
useful and
using
related to
for
me.
your,
Yeah,
okay,
thank you
excellent.
So
So Shefali, please give a quick swag and a big hand for sir. Someone there raised his hand as well. Anyone want to add on to this answer? Anything extra? Yes, sir, you raised.
There are multiple platforms that we are integrating in.
Perfect.
I'm also a user.
Oh, you're
of
also a
Salesforce.
customer of
Yeah.
Salesforce? Excellent.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So please give him a gift as well. So great. So I think so CRM, like he rightly said, that's our core business, and we'll come to that in a bit. But Salesforce does much more than that, right? So we'll talk a bit about that. So anyone, what is the name of Salesforce's business intelligence and analytics software? Anyone raise your hand? Anyone knows? Sir mentioned that yes, we are into this space, but anyone knows the name of the product? Yes? No? Einstein? Well, Einstein is our AI product, not analytics. Yes, somebody there? Insight? No. Anyone else? Okay. Anyone heard of the product called Tableau? Yes, so that's a Salesforce product, right? So, not many people know that it's been acquired by Salesforce, right, quite a few years back. Anyone, what is the name of Salesforce's collaboration platform? Internal teams collaboration, yes? Marketing Cloud, no, not really. That's our marketing automation platform. Collaboration, think Teams, Google Meet, those kind of things. Google Suite of product, Microsoft. I'm sorry? Chatter is our product, but not really the collaboration platform I'm looking for. And I'm sure all of you have heard of it. So that's the interesting part. And many startups actually use this. Yes, somebody there? Quip. Quip is actually equivalent of, you can say Microsoft Word in a way, in simple language, which is a document management kind of a thing, but not exactly collaboration. Yes, sir? Chatter, no, sir, already said that. That's a little bit different. No one? Slack? Yes, who said that? Please. So, yes, that's correct. So, everyone has heard of Slack? Yes, but nobody knew it's Salesforce product, right? So, yeah. And no prizes for guessing this. So, which is the world's #1 CRM system? There's, of course, Salesforce. So, one bonus question. Now, many times when I go to such events, right, the common question I get is, oh, what is Salesforce doing here? For people who know us, right? The obvious question is, I didn't know that you guys are in the SMB business or you have a product for SMBs, right? So that's a common misconception that people have. And Salesforce has been around in India for a while. Our chairman and CEO is Ms. Arundhati Bhattacharya, who's the ex-chairman of SBI, right? So you all know. And we are very serious about, growing our business in India, and SMBs being a critical, focus area for us. And recently, we have also introduced the public sector as a vertical that we'll be focusing on apart from other industries. So one quick question. What do you think is let's say, what is our SMB customer base today in India? Anyone? Like, what percentage of our existing customers are SMBs? Anyone? Any rough guess? Any number is fine, whoever is closest to the real answer. Yes? 30%, 60%? Okay. Anyone else? Someone said 30%, yes. Anyone else? 45, okay. Anyone? That's right? No? Yes? 37, okay. Any other answers? No. 10%, yes, that's the perception. So that's very close to the perception. But please give sir a, yes sir? 55, okay. Please give sir a prize here. So the correct answer is 68%. It's almost 70% now. So 70% of our current customers in India are SMBs, right? Just so you know. And globally about 60%, right, across the world. So quickly getting into what, so we have been around since 1999. This has been a journey of innovation, right? We were the first company that actually put software on the cloud, right? So before 99 or around that time, for those of you who have been around, right? And I was talking to some of you, before the event. All of them were behind the firewall softwares, right? Cloud was something that people were not sure about, they were scared of it or didn't understand it completely. But Salesforce took the bold move that we will start as a cloud-based software company, right? As a SaaS organization, right? Way back. And since then, there's been an evolution where, we have created, innovated, made products and also acquired some products, right? So Slack, Tableau, MuleSoft, all of those are part of the Salesforce portfolio, including Slack, which has been a fairly recent acquisition about 3 years back. Yeah. So we are a company that not just builds great products, but we are a company that cares, right? So we are a leader in philanthropy. We are one of the world's best workplaces to work. We are number one when it comes to philanthropy and giving, most admired companies, and of course a leader in culture, right? So just so you know, we have something called as the 1-1-1 principle, right? What does that mean? It means that we give 1% of our profits in terms of value. We give 1% of our product, right? Which is licenses software free of cost to NGOs and other such companies who use it. And we give 1% of our time. So all of us as employees are required to do certain amount of volunteering hours in a year, which is 1% of our time, right? Every year, which we are mandated to do, right? So we believe in that, and we have something called as one.org, right? We have created this pledge, right? And about last count was about 35,000 companies who have already joined that in this 1-1-1 approach to us, right? So what are the core values, right? Trust, because that's very important, because in cloud, the most in any cloud software, and I heard that question even today, right? Even in today's day and age, although we give our data willingly, but everyone is bothered about data security, how data is stored, how data is used, and you've heard the common statement, what do they say? If there is no product, then you are the product, right? Something like that. So your data is the product for many companies. But Salesforce does not use customer data for any kind of analytics, any kind of, innovation or coming up with any features or looking at the data, analyzing it for any business purposes. We don't do that. Only you have access to your data, even we don't have access to your data, right? Customer success is, of course, critical and crucial, right? No company can survive without that if their customers are not, successful. Innovation, as you can see, we have had many firsts during our journey. A lot of new innovative softwares created, platforms created, right? Equality and sustainability, right? So these are our top core values. So finally, what does Salesforce do, right? So we heard about sales CRM, we heard about analytics, right? We heard about a lot of things. So basically, your entire business today can run on Salesforce, right? So we have solutions that cover sales, marketing, service, commerce, right? And we have industry products as well. So for example, if you're from a banking or a financial industry, there is a financial cloud as a product available. If you're from retail, there is a retail cloud, right? If you're from manufacturing, there's a manufacturing cloud. What does that mean? It means that all your industry-specific use cases, including education and other industries. So we have about, I believe, 15 or so clouds already available in the market. Just 2 weeks back, we launched the lending cloud for India. That's a first, right? So many of our softwares are globally available, right? So they work, normally you'll see similar softwares in all regions. But for banking industry specifically, we launched an India lending cloud because the use cases are very specific to India. The rules and regulations for India are very different, right? And so on. Right? Same way we are innovating with some other products as well. And if you see 2 weeks back, or not 2 weeks, last week there was an interview of Arundhati ma'am in the newspapers where she said that we are specially creating products for the SMB market, right? And to some of you who I spoke earlier, we have something called as the starter product that we have launched in India, right, which is a very SMB specific product because you don't have to buy marketing, sales, service, all of this separately. It all comes together as one package at a very attractive price point, right? So based on use case and need, of course, our team would advise you, what is the right product. But, so I spoke about the industries, and then, all our software, and of course, earlier a speaker mentioned about low code, no code, right? So our products are completely no code, low code products. So you don't need to be a technical expert in Salesforce to really, use the product or to implement or to make changes, right? So all of this is very easy, fairly easy. These are all drag and drop kind of solutions. We all use our own products, of course. So I myself, every day I spend a lot of time on Salesforce doing my daily activities, right? So you don't need to be a technical expert, and I don't come from a technical background, right? I'm a marketing guy, so that's like, so it's that easy. So quickly, so what's happening today in the market, right? So buyer expectations are higher than ever, right? 88% say that the experience is as important as the product, right? I believe all of you will agree with that, right? So what do customers want today? They want personalized service, right? They want digital first, right? So you have to be on the platform that they are on, right? Whether it is WhatsApp, whether it is SMS, whether it is Facebook Messenger. And it's great to see that all of you are already leveraging all of these channels to reach out to your customers, right? And you already have solutions to manage some of that, which is excellent. AI driven, and now everything is becoming, where you're predicting, you're preempting, you are, sort of looking into the future, and, based on your past information, data that you have, you're able to now predict where your sales will be. You are able to predict where your business is going to come from. You're able to predict which software or which product of yours will do well, which will not do well, right? And this is now all mainstream. It's not yet a dream. It's no longer a dream. And somebody mentioned Einstein, which is our actual AI platform. And this, the solution I said earlier, Customer 360, is now been renamed to Einstein 1. So AI is now embedded in all our software products, right? And we launched our first AI product about 10 years back, just so you know. So Einstein GPT, all of that is already available since more than 5 years, in our products, right? So just quickly, of course, selling is more complex, right? Face-to-face, disconnected systems. We have multiple systems, and I spoke to some of you who also validated this, that yes, we use a lot of different softwares. We don't have a single view of customer. Our interactions are happening on the sales side, marketing side, service side, on our website, on some other properties through our partners, but we don't have a single view of a customer, right? So that's a common problem, right? Limited visibility into your data, ability to predict, right? Are you able to predict where your sales are going to be, where your pipeline is going to be, right? You have a lot of churn in your sales team. Are you able to manage that? Are you able to continue those relationships that the previous sales teams have built, right? All these are standard problems today, right? How do you solve that, right? So start with Sales Cloud, right? Sales Cloud is basically our core product, which gentleman here mentioned, which he's using, right? So Sales Cloud, it gives you a complete view into your current sales data. What that means? It means your pipeline information. It means your each and every customer interaction that you have had, right? Data about your each and every contact within every account, right? All of that you are able to manage through one platform, and it has integrations with any possible software or platform you can think of, right? Whether it's your ERP system, whether it is your service CRM, whether it is your accounting software, right? Anything that you can think of, there are pre-built in, out-of-the-box integrations available, right? And all of this is on single platform. So automate your operations, right? So what we see is salespeople today, in fact, I hear this word now quite often, are no longer, physical. They are not digital. They are phygital, right? Have you heard this word, right? So, you're doing selling in person. You're doing selling over the phone, over emails, over the web, right? Digitally, right? And this may not really be a B2B sale. It could be B2C as well, right? Where you're selling through your website, through Amazon, through other platforms, yeah? So embed these workflows directly into your system, right? And of course, infuse intelligence, right? Once the data is there, the software is so smart, it will intelligently tell you what's happening in your business, right? What is your pipeline going to look like? What are you going to end the quarter with? What are you going to end the year with, right? So it will predict and tell you all of that, right? You can also automate a lot of your marketing journeys as well. So again, I may not have that much information here, but we see a lot of impact of these software. It's not just about ease of doing work, but it is how it helps you increase the not just the vanity and sanity of your system, like my earlier speaker Raj sir said that top line increase is all of your top priority, right? So helps you grow your business without really impacting your sanity. So, the cost of the software is also not that high, right? So forecasting accuracy, right? 28% increase, that is what our customers are saying. So here are some of the, quickly, the results that our customers are seeing, right? So this is a survey done with our own customer base, right? This is what they have said, right? 28% increase in sales revenue, right? 27% increase in win rate, right? Now you may think that some of these are due to the salesperson or, all of that, but software does play a role in it, right? Are you able to reach out at the right time to the customer when he's ready to buy? Simple question. Does the salesperson know that? Can your software help you do that, right? Faster sales deal closure, right? Increase in sales productivity. So today, if you have just 2 people covering your entire territory, maybe 1,000 accounts, it's almost impossible for that person to have a personal relationship with all these accounts, know everything what's going on, right? So how do you increase your sales productivity, right? Increase the ramp-up time of your new sales guys, all of that. Faster sales deals closer, I spoke about some of this. Decrease in ramp-up time of new sales teams, right? And in any sales team, you see there's always a lot of churn, right? Especially BPO, KPO environment and all of that. So quickly, I'll now, at the end of my session, just end it with a quick video. And I hope the audio is working.
Started in 1987. We supply products and we also supply services that increase the productivity and guarantee safety to everybody who uses our products, whether it be production or maintenance. Our customers are all the commodities, that is any industry which is producing power, steel, cement, or any other commodity, and any factory which processes this from mined product to finished product. Gemini has a product or a solution for them. 1991 is the first time we started using what can be called as a CRM within our company. And I could not expand our homegrown or home harvested CRM to the level what we wanted. We evaluated many platforms and zoned into Salesforce. In 1991, as a company, we had people who I like to call as the briefcase salesperson. Today, that salesperson is extinct, and what we need is a phygital salesperson. And Salesforce helps me and every salesperson in my company to become one. Using a CRM and a CRM like Salesforce combines the art, if you're a good salesperson, with the science, and you have a complete solution. You can serve your customer better, you can listen to your customer better, you can understand the dynamics behind decisions, you can understand behavior traits and offer better solutions to the customer. Thank you, Salesforce, for bringing this intelligence to us. Our foremost value is customer focus. CRM technology helps us get this customer focus. A customer calls us, any person who's answering that call has at his or her fingertips the entire history of what that machine has done, what it has consumed, what are the typical problems. This engagement with the customer is nothing else but sheer customer delight for him. Key to business success is to be in the moment and on the go. What Salesforce does, it helps you convert your actions into outcomes that you, your leadership, and your team decide together. We've seen over 60% enhancement in productivity rate of our sales and support people. And this is how we can serve our customers better.
Okay, thank you. So that's what I had. And thanks for your patience. Any questions before we close? Anyone in the audience? And of course, we are there. So Gurleen, Shifali, we are all, and they are from our SMB team, by the way. So it's not like we have the same team for all segments. Feel free to meet us at the booth. Yeah, I'm sorry, somebody there has questions.
Hi Ajit, I'm Piyush from Indus Group, CEO of Indus Group. Ajit, so payment is one of the biggest challenge for SMBs. So through your software, Salesforce, can we do some digitization or automation in the payment processing so that in the due course of while we're doing sales activity and then in quotation part, we mention it on the payment terms.
Yes.
On that payment term, invoice is raised from the system, and then apart from it, soft reminders,
Right.
courtesy reminders, and that
Yes.
due course. So can we do certain these kind of
Yes.
enterprise automation for
We
this?
can do that. So we have a complete commerce platform available, right? That is there to suit your needs. So a lot of customers, without naming them, but in India, some of the large enterprises are completely on Salesforce. So the entire e-commerce business. So they have an online store where they can manage the entire interactions, the entire journey of the customer end to end, including billing, invoice, right? Discounting, all of that can be done. So all possible use cases you can think of can be, integrated. We can talk about some examples offline. Yeah.
So, but that thing, as per the legal language, they need Supreme Court or any legal department. They need automation proof as a proof of that email. Some sort of email should be from the company server, or apart
Yes.
from it, from if we're talking about as WhatsApp. So
Yes.
as WhatsApp also should be from the company number or some proof of that, because
Correct.
transaction point acceptance is just a deemed acceptance is also payment advice.
Yes.
That your invoice is submitted. If you can raise your, so these
Yes.
things can be through WhatsApp or email.
It can
automation.
all be automated using whatever platform you want, and including whichever software you're using currently, right, for your billing and other systems. So like I said earlier, Salesforce integrates with the maximum number of software, the maximum number of integrations amongst any software company in the world, right? So whether you can take Tally, for example, right? There's a standard integration. You take any other, your financial accounting software, you use Oracle, you use SAP, any of those, you will have a seamless integration. And all of these can be then, we also have integration with all platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, etc., right? So that's also provided, right? So you can directly use those channels for communication with your customers. And at the back end, you can have billing integrations with any of the softwares that you spoke about. Yeah.
Okay. Apart from it, lead generation is which is the biggest challenge for us and any SMEs, because सबकी problem एक ही है business कहाँ से आएगा,
Correct.
lead generation.
Yes. Yes.
So any lead softwares you can provide where we can have some database. Whether it's a paid service also,
Correct.
where we can have a database of target audience or customers for that,
Yes.
and then we can
So,
approach that.
Yes. So good point. And this is a common question that we get asked. So
And
see-
there are certain platforms
Yeah,
who are selling
yeah.
these like Fundu data or some other platforms where we can have a realistic data in terms of your specific needs.
So if you look at company data, right? So you have these lot of data sources in the market, whether you take Lucia, Kscan, EPFO, GST data, all of that's available, right? Now Salesforce is not a data provider, right? We are a platform provider. So we integrate all these data sources. We can bring it all into one platform, and then you can run your business processes or use cases on that. That's what we do. But we are not a data provider, right? And we will never get into that business because that's not something where we want to be, right? So, but like I said, data, and there are partners available, Salesforce partners, who will help you with, setting up those processes and those integrations that you want specifically, and help you, with those areas that you just mentioned. But we, as a company, are a platform and a software provider. Yes, last question. I think
Hi.
we are running out of time.
So I
Yes,
am into
yes.
software development actually, and
Yes.
into the services side. So wanted to check, are we also allowing the API integration or the consumption of the APIs from Salesforce into our own custom
Yes, you can
applications?
do that. So there is something called as App Exchange. I suggest you look it up. On App Exchange, it's like our app store, right? So many companies can come and make their apps on Salesforce, do the integrations, and then your software can be made available on App Exchange. So anybody who buys your software, you of course get a payment there. It's a revenue share similar to Apple App Store and so on, right? So those are already there, and I suggest you also look up, since there are some startups here in the room, we have something called as the startup community, where Salesforce brings together these new age startups, right? And we have our own community where we give them free software to use, and plus Salesforce Ventures, we also look at investment and funding into these softwares, right? So I can connect you offline with the Spock over there, and you can look at that program as well.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you so much, guys. Sir, we'll connect offline. but I think we have other speakers as well, so just being mindful. Thanks a lot.